Hello, my name is Dana Louise, and I wrote a book called This Is Gonna Sound Weird. Do. You can find it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble and some other book sales things on the internet. Take your pick. I'd price shop, actually. Word to the wise. So in this, which is my memoir, are the tales and stories about my experiences as a contactee. Yes, I became a contactee when I was an infant, still in the crib. The gray aliens used to show up in my bedroom. Read the book. It's a long story. And after that, the entire paranormal and supernatural worlds began to drop by. And actually, there was a couple different types of aliens that stopped by one night when I was an adult and took my DNA and my husband's DNA too. I'm putting that politely. So anyway, we're on to the next chapter. Thank you for joining me if you've been watching the other ones. I'm just reading them to you, so gather round. I start off my chapters with like a brief quote usually, and this chapter is called Star Wars. And hopefully I that it's okay if I sing and or do this quote because it's actually a song, and I haven't paid money for the rights to sing it, so whatever. Anyway, it's from Nick Winters on SNL. Nick Winters was a character by Bill Murray. Anyway, Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Give me those Star Wars. Don't let them end. I know that's stupid. Oh, whatever. Here we go. My buddies were tired of the summer heat, so we decided to head to the movies. An hour later, we were settling down in a dark theater for a cool break. On my lap, I balanced a big bucket of buttered popcorn for everyone to share. During the opening scene, I recall leaning over to my friend. Episode 4? What, was there a first 3? She didn't get it either and hushed me. LOL. No one really got it. That was the innocent moment and still cracks me up. The light dimmed. Munching popcorn was the only sound. A wall of curtains slid open to expose a big screen behind it. Drums rolled and a searchlight presented the studio. Silence again. The screen goes black. These words appeared. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Suddenly, bam! Dolby exploded around us with a cacophony of drums, cymbals, and a full brass section all at once. Bom, ba-da-bom, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Filling the screen were colossal yellow words that scrawled away and flowed off into space. It was the beginning of Star Wars. A small spacecraft zips overhead. Turbo lasers are blasting after it. Pew, pew, pew. Piercing the screen is the enormous gray bow of a ship in pursuit. My breath stops. The hair on my arms starts to rise as its underbelly smoothly glided over our heads. Almost losing the bucket, I practically slid out of my seat. My heart was pounding. I wasn't ready for this. Everyone else sat in amazement while I was completely triggered with PTSDs. Reminding myself to breathe, I tried to compose myself and act normal. The sight of a ship wasn't new to me. I don't mean because I watched Star Trek either. I'm a total Trekkie. No, I'd seen these battles like this in real life. My first memories of the ships go back to when I met Pat Nixon and got my rose. You should know roses are a symbol of martyrdom and used in various ceremonies and rituals. A rose is painted on the ceiling of the Freemasons' meeting halls. Included is the phrase sub rosa, meaning under the rose. This connotates the complete secrecy of anything said during these gatherings. The Tudor rose is all over England as well. Same thing. Shh, your kid, have a rose. For years, I tried to ignore the phenomenon of night sky battles. One more thing to forget. I felt affirmed in the 3D world. The night of the UFO sightings over Minneapolis. That could also explain those mornings when I was aware of my soul re-entering my body. I'd probably been out all night doing some work for the shadow government or the Federation. I'll never get retirement benefits. Me, plus millions of others. Things always began in the middle of the night. I'd find myself standing outside in the front yard, still in my pajamas. With my head tipped up, I'd observe the southern sky. I could feel the cool grass under my feet. Am I sleepwalking or asleep? A powerful, strange sound shook the atmosphere and the ground beneath me. A portal was opening. Fleets of ships began to enter our realm from the west. Guarding them were leagues of scout vessels. It was an overhead parade, just like in Star Wars. I have to admit that it's pretty cool to watch, even though I'm always scared. Enter the opponents, us, and the battle begins between the white hats and the black hats. Good versus evil begins. I was the eyes on the ground. I'm the strategically positioned observer. SOP is my JOB. The last time I saw a craft was recently in Dreamtime. I was walking on a road when a small red ship about the size of a small car zoomed right up to me. It hovered just above the road. This was the first time I'd ever seen a craft with color or one flying so low. Through the huge windshield, I could see the pilot. He was human, must be a white hat. When I noticed him, he began to laugh and nodded just before he buzzed off. Ha! Our galactic empire is also filled with imperialists. A true rebel alliance exists here too. Truth be told, I'm uncertain who's truly good and who's really evil. I stay open and watch for clues. While I blame the Greys for involving me, maybe I was born involved and they came to support, but I don't trust them at all. And then when Star Wars came out, it was a close-up view to a world that I already knew. Although it's not often a war, it's harvesting. Oh no. Oh yeah. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Thanks for joining me. All right. Until next time, stay cool. Stay whole, holy, and human. All right. You take care and be kind.